And we got the recording going here. If you're watching the recording on YouTube, please like and subscribe. This is the APA Southwest Georgia APA, coming to you live from Breakdown Billiards here in Albany, Georgia. We got Blake representing Liquid Nitrogen, and we got Tina representing the A team. Hey Bart, good to see you. And Blake with one on the break. Misses that one ball. If you're watching this later on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe so we can keep these videos coming. And Tina here with a look at the one ball. And she's going to put that in. And now looking at that two ball. Going to slide by the 9 to get it. Catches the other side, banks it into the 6, and the 6 goes down. So lucky break there for Tina to get another point. And two ball headed down towards the left corner where the 7 is. Might come off and knock it in. And again, knocks another one in for Tina. And now Tina with a little cut to get that two ball in. Makes that no problem. And looks like she can see it around the 5. Might be able to pocket it. Catches the right side of it. And rolls it out, leaves the cue ball down against the rail. And now Blake back to the table. And Blake's going to scratch. And that's going to leave Tina a good opportunity here to extend her lead. And possibly run out. She got the 3 here in the corner, and then she wants to go middle table for the 3, and then she wants to get down there with the cue ball on the right-hand side of the table a bit to get a good angle on that 4 for the corner. So nice shot there. Wants to make sure she doesn't get hung up behind that 5 ball. Bumps the 5 out of the way. Leaves her a nice angle there for the 4. Rolls the 4 in, no problem. But the cue ball nestles up against the 9. And Tina's going to be looking at a kick shot here. And Tina tries to spin that off the rail and make contact with the 5 ball. Can't quite get there. So Blake with a chance to get 3 more here and lessen the damage from the first rack. And Blake with a good roll there on the 5 ball. And a comeback shot here for the 9. And he's going to cut that into the rail, and it's not going to go. And Tina with a straight in 9-ball shot here. A lot of green. These tables have been a little bit tough. Pockets are a little smaller, a lot more space than most folks are used to who play on bar tables a lot. And Tina's going to miss that 9-ball. Sound like a little bit of a miscue from here. Not a bad lead. Blake looking at a bank here to get the 9 down. Or defense. He could play defense here. That's what he chooses to do. Goes with the cut to try to get the 9 in. Almost gets it there on a really challenging back cut. And again, Tina with a straight in shot here on the 9. This one a little bit easier, just has to catch the right 50% of the 9 ball to get it to drop down. And after one rack, we got Tina at 8 and Blake at 2. Tina's a skill level 3, so she'll be headed to 25 points, and Blake is a skill level 4. He's got to get 31 to win. And both these teams on the loser side trying to get back over there into the finals by winning their way back through on the loser side. And Tina here adjusting her break a little bit by moving over some. She stood up before she hit that one and just slid the cue right by the ball. Needs to stay down and make that good contact. Nice break there and good spread. Cue ball back up table with a look at the 1 ball. And Tina able to get the 1 ball down. And can't get the 2 to go and rolls it back to the middle of the table. And Blake looking at a cut on the 2 here. And Blake with a nice stroke on that one's going to drain the 2 and leave himself nicely on the 3. Needs to make up some ground here after Tina's hot start. Gets the 3 down, no problem. Coming around 4 shape on the 4 ball. I think he can see it, but he would have liked for that cue ball to come out a little bit further in order to pocket that 9 in top left corner. Tries to slide it by the 9 and ends up bumping the 9, so it'll be ball in hand for Tina. And the 5 ball is on the rail short of the side. The side is not an option. She needs to get back underneath the 5 ball to come up to bottom right. Come down to the bottom right corner. He's taking a long look at it. She might be going with the just get the point mentality and maybe play some defense on the 5. She gets the 4 down, gets the point, and now she'll deal with whatever she has to with the 5 ball. She could possibly run it down the rail here. And she kicks it out a little, cue ball going towards the side and is going to scratch. And Blake here with a chance to 5 balls on the table, 5 points, excuse me, on the table. But he's got to get up table for the 7, which is middle table. 8's behind the 9. And he plays a nice shot there. And now the cut on the 7, just a bit of a cut, not a lot. And he cuts out a little bit too much, gets it into the side rail. Leaves the 8 and the 9 in the way. And Tina looks like she's going to kick this off the side rail. I'm taking a long look at it. Welcome to everybody on Facebook. If you're there, you want to give me a thumbs up or make a comment, I'd be happy to see you. Tina tries to kick out the 7, can't get it. Contacts the 8 instead, and now we're going to have a ball in hand here for Blake with a chance to get 4 points. Looked like he had up that 7-9 combo for a minute, but I think he's going to go with the 7 in the corner. And coach going to call a timeout here. Brent Whitaker's going to come up and have a conversation with Blake. I think he's going to recommend that he put a little angle on that so he can come out for the 8, but kind of positioned it in a tough angle. I might have recommended going back up table to the bottom left corner. We'll see what happens here. And Blake's able to get that one in, and it comes back nicely for the shape on the 8, just like his coach advised. So a nice shot there. And a good timeout. And he makes the 8 no problem, but rolls it down past the 9, so he's coming back up table towards the side or the corner in the bottom left. It's a delicate side shot. All of them have been very delicate here today and last night. And good out there by Blake. And I got our score at 9-11. I'm going to go verify that while they rack them up. Got our score verified at 11-9 with Blake on the break. And Blake gives him a ride here. And he's going to come up dry. And Tina looking at the 1 ball for possible cut bank back to where she's standing. Straight cut or some defense. And she just cuts it back into the middle of the table. Catches the 9 ball, heads towards the top right corner, the 9 in the corner, the 1 right there. And we could see an early 9 here with Blake if he decides to cut that 1 ball that way. The 4 could muck things up. And Blake plays the carom off the 1 into the 4 and 9, but neither one of them will fall. And it looks like Tina can see the one ball here to cut into top left. And she puts that into the rail, a little bit too much cut on that. And the cue ball is going to roll nicely behind the 7 ball for Tina. And Blake's going to be looking at a kick shot here. Definitely a makeable kick shot. Headed that way, but it's going to come up short. Catch the 2. Be ball in hand for Tina. Should be able to get a couple points here if she can get the 1 and come up table for the 2. She's going to have to put some back or bottom English on this shot. The T-Waller's going to come in. League operator there on the left to watch the shot. Make sure Tina makes contact with the 1 first. And she does. It was a good shot. And it's another point for Tina. Two ball straight down the rail into the 3, but can't make the combo. And now Blake looks like he might go with the bank here. He does. Got the 2 ball going the right way, but catches the rail and kicks out. And contacts the 3 and opens up for Tina to have a shot here. No scratch worries with the 9 right in the pocket on the top right. Tina's going to try to put this one down in top left. And makes a nice shot right there on the 2 ball. And same pocket for the 3. And now looking at 4-9 combo or a 4 carom into the 9. The 9 is a little bit up the rail and not dead in the pocket, so the 4 might go right behind the 9. And the 4 goes into the 9 and drops from behind, so that was a good shot. And now looking at the 5 ball against the rail just above the side pocket. And Tina pulls that out down towards top left, about 1 diamond out from the pocket on the rail. That's a tight cut down the rail with some angle here, and Blake might be able to pull that off. Blake with a slow shot there. Rolls it down. 5 moves towards the pocket but will not go, and now Tina's got a chance with the 5 on the side rail now. A little bit easier shot that way. The 6 ball's hiding behind the 7 back up here where she is, so if she can get to that left side of the table after making it, she might have a shot at the 6. It looks like she can see the 6 from there. And can't quite get that to go down. And Blake with a chance here at the 6. And Blake needs to put a few together here, falling behind a little bit in the match. Hey Scott, good to see you. Welcome to the feed. Nice roll there by Blake to roll that 6 ball in. Misses that one, leaves Tina with a pretty routine shot here on the 7. She should be able to make this and get the cue ball moving a little bit down table towards the 8. She's going to drop it right there and leave the cue ball at the rail. I believe the 8 will go behind the 9. She may be trying to combo, not sure. Nice slow shot, gets it behind the 9 and into the pocket, but will not drop. Just a little more velocity. That one would have gone home, but now Blake's going to get a chance to pocket that and come back out for the 9 ball. And a good shot there to go around the 8 without hit, or the 9 without hitting it. Going to reach over, and he's going to pocket the 9. I got the score at 13-17. Heading into the 3rd rack of this match. Blake is a skill level 4, so he'll be going to 31 points, and Tina is skill level 3, headed to 25. My name's Mike Miller. I'm coming to you live from Break Time Pub and Billiards here in Albany, Georgia. And you're listening to the Sowega APA 9-ball championship. And we're on the loser bracket here, trying to get back over to the winner side. And a dry break there for Blake. And Tina quickly closing in on that 25. Needs 8. Looking 1 ball down the rail. And she goes opposite corner with it on the bank and almost makes it. But the 1 stands in the pocket, and Blake should be able to make this and come back up table for the 2, which is right in the middle of the table. Excuse me, the 2 up here near the bottom right pocket. And Blake makes the 1, but he's hung up behind the 8, and he's going to come off the rail for the 2. Good contact, doesn't scratch. Got the 2 coming back towards the corner, and it almost makes it back in. It can't quite get there. And Tina with a look around the 9 at the 2. She's got to be able to cut it a little to get it in. And cue ball is almost on a dead straight line. She's going to put some right-hand English on this and gets it to go, but then the cue ball just follows right in, and that's going to be a dead ball. And ball in hand for Blake. And an opportunity here for Blake to get some more points on the board. And Blake, no problem with that 3 ball, leaving a good view at the 4. And puts a real nice move on that 4 ball and puts it down. And now has good angle on the 5. Needs to come back to where he's standing to get the 6. Puts good velocity on that, comes back around and wants to bump the 6, but doesn't. And a tough shot there to go down the rail. He may need to play defense here. Just to the middle of that end rail, bring the cue ball way back down table. He could attempt the back cut. Attempts that back cut bank and Not going to work out, but looks like the 6 ball is going to play hide and seek a little bit behind the 8, but I do believe that Tina can see the edge of it to run it down the rail. Tina's going to go off in rail, try to hit the 6. Didn't think she could get there around the 8. And it's going to end up ball in hand for Blake. And Blake pockets a 6. And looking at 7 in bottom left corner. And almost gets that one in, just catches the left knuckle. And Tina's going to roll that 7 in, try to get up table for that 8 ball side shot most likely. Or back across for the 8 ball corner. Oh, she's going to leave it right up there where she was shooting. And now she's faced with a tough one because the 8 is a bit of a back cut. And if she goes long with the 8, it could be a scratch. So she might have to go for the bank top left. And she tries the cut into the side, but that little bit of back cut she needed wasn't there. And it just catches the left-hand side of the pocket. And now Blake with a chance to get 3 more points if he can slide this 8 in on a delicate side shot or a bank. He goes for the side cut and makes it. Nice shot there. And now he's got the 9 ball down the rail into bottom left. And he's going to put that home, and that's going to be a good rack for Blake with another good out. I got the score at 21-18. I'm going to go verify, and I'll be right back with you for the next break. Still working on the score for a minute here. I'm not sure if I have it right. And they're going to take a little break here for a consultation to try to work out their score.
No, I got it. Thank you. Asking if you drink anything, it's gonna be my treat. You don't drink.
Maybe some Modelo.
Huh? It'll be on me.
No, what I threw. They said just keep them coming. I'm floating on it.
And Tina looking at the one ball here. Maybe thinking combo here on the 1-9. No shot at the 1. Get the 2 points, get the break.
She's hit me with that wind. She's just sitting there right there. And thank her. And I told her, I said, don't take that. She was trying to get ready. Don't take it.
And Tina goes for the combo, catches the 9 on a little bit too much on the left-hand side and just cuts it into the rail. So Blake here with a look at the one ball.
I would. I mean, trying not to take it.
And a very close match here. And Blake with a nice cut on the one ball. Left himself nice for the 2. Gets that down, no problem. Plays some English back. Makes contact with the 3. Pushes that to the rail, and now he has the 3 down the rail, bottom left. He's going to put a really nice move on that 3 ball, and he is on a roll here. He's got the 4 straight in, and the 5's hiding behind the 8, so he needs to come back up table. Tries to put a lot of velocity on it. It's coming down and just can't quite clear that 8 ball. Blake with a kick there, and 5, cue ball, and 9 get together and almost puts the 9 into the corner pocket. And now Tina with the 5 here, no problem. And then up table for the 6 in the bottom left. Rail shots have been given a little bit of trouble today to everybody. And Tina's going to push that one out, and it's not going to go. And Brent's going to call a timeout here. And they might be talking about going for a carom into that 9 ball. I think I would try to make the 9 ball here, the bridge shot with some bottom right. And since Blake is left-handed, he does not need the bridge. It looks like he's going to try to bank this back to the bottom right corner. Hits the 8, and the 8 goes in. A bit of luck there for Blake. Five ball coming back towards the 9. Not going to make it happen. Going to roll past the side. And Tina hemmed in behind the 7. Probably looking at a kick shot here for that 5 ball. And Blake closes in on his 31.
I got some ice right here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Tina took her time thinking about it. She's going to let it go. And it's going to be ball in hand here for Blake. He needs 4 or 5 points on the table. If he can run out here, it'll be the end of this game. Blake does a nice job of getting that one in and moving for a little bit better angle on the 6. A nice slow roll, but it goes right past the side and won't go in. Tina really needs these 3 here for 4 points. And Tina cannot get the 6 to go, rattling in and out of the pocket. And Blake might be looking to bank this back into the 9. And he does so. Makes contact with the 9, and the 9 will not fall in. And now Tina looking at the 6-9 combo. Tina with a slow roll there, gets the 6 into the 9 and drops the 9 for 2 points. And now I'll be racking up. Got the score at 28, Blake 19, Tina, with Blake needing 3 and Tina needing 6, but I'm going to double check and verify that score, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. The score is correct. And Tina's going to come up empty on the break. And Blake has a good look at the 1, bottom right corner. And he misses that, and the 1's going to go down into the mess. Doesn't quite get there. One in a bad spot here for Tina. Hard decision to make on a shot like this. You want to try to play some kind of defense, but there's not always a lot of options. Might just try to make slow contact and get the cue ball to stay down in that corner. And she does that. And Blake now looking at the 1 down the rail. Gets that to go, gets the cue ball to come back out for the 2. Three ball near the side where he's shooting from. Misses the 2, excuse me. And the 2 is going to roll out to the rail. And the 4 is not being kind, but I think Tina can see up over top of the 4 here. She's got to put some balls down. She needs 6. And Blake needs 2. And a nice shot there by Tina. Should be able to get this 3 ball in the side. Breaks up the 9 and the 5. On that make, she's got the 4 down here against the rail for a bank shot. Cue ball trickles towards the side but does not go in. And Blake with a shot here on the 4, and the 5 down the rail would be the end. Blake with a nice shot there. And he needs 1 more here. Got the 5 ball down the rail. Lines it up. Nice stroke there, makes it, and that's going to be game. Nice handshake there. Score 21-31. It's going to be a 13-7 split with 13 points for Liquid Nitrogen and 7 points for the A team. And we'll be right back with you with the next match.
Mike Miller.
701 279. That's my logo. No Southeast. Shit. Well, hell, she said you went for it. It's Southeast Alabama. Let's go south. We're not going to put the second.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Is that from the school now? Brittany? Talk about like, let's see. It was like on my face.
Yeah, how about you?
No. Yes, you know about it. Yeah, I was about to say that. That's our card, isn't it? That's bad. It's 15.
All right, we got our next rack ready to go. For liquid nitrogen, we have Brittany on the right. And for the A team, we have Michelle on the left. And Brittany with the win there on the lag will have the break. Brittany is skill level 2. She'll be going to 19 points. Michelle, skill level 3, going to 25 points. And Brittany with the 8 ball on the break. And the 1 ball's got a little bit of traffic there with the 6 in the way. And Brittany tries the single rail bank there and just can't make contact. So ball in hand here for Michelle to get on the board on the 1 ball. 2 ball is against the rail behind the 6. And Michelle's going to roll that up with a little top English, get some angle there for this 2 ball. And she's going to try to roll this one down the rail. Nice shot there to pop it out of there and gets that one in. Now 3 ball bottom left, lined up perfectly. And she pushes that one a little bit to the right into the knuckles. And it comes right back and lines up for Brittany. And now Brittany looking at a cut shot here on the 4. Cuts it back towards bottom left and can't get it to go. And Michelle with a side shot here or possibly a corner to top right. Side shot will give her better shape for the 5, which is down on the rail behind the 9. If she could clear the 7 and the 9, she does make the shot, but doesn't do herself any favors on the lead.
I mean, he's done. It's either all or nothing.
And it looks like Michelle goes side rail kick here into the 5. She needs to make sure she gets on the left side of the 5 so she doesn't scratch. She gets on the right side and doesn't scratch, so that was good, but cue ball rolls out for a straight in shot here for Brittany on the 5. Just a little bit of cut. And she makes that one no problem. And Brittany with a nice back cut bank there, but just can't quite get it to go. Just missed that barely. And Michelle's got the 6 ball looking pretty. If she hits this nice and soft, she should have shape on the 7.
Because I know when I was in Vegas, they raised, like at the WCQs, they raised 2 of our players.
Yeah, perfect shot, maybe a little strong. Comes back over top of the 7. And that makes for a pretty difficult shot right there. Got to stretch to get to it. And not a very good angle.
Yeah, because when we went to Vegas, we placed 33rd. The team that beat us, they had a 9, but the 4 was their coach. I watched him with 3 rails and cut a ball.
Michelle goes to the bridge. Looks like she's going to go off angle and just drive that 7 ball and see where it goes. Gets the cut towards the corner. Excellent cut. Great shot by Michelle.
All the way back to where it's 6 elimination. They beat us again. Immediately after beating us, get kicked out for sandbagging, but they wouldn't let us get credit. Same team beats us twice. They get kicked out for sandbagging, but we don't get to keep going. Somebody told me, I forget who it was.
And now Michelle looking to put this 9 ball down. Nice move on it. Cue ball headed towards the pocket and scratches. That's going to be a spot with the ball in hand for Brittany. Nothing has been guaranteed today on these 9-footers. Brittany lines that one up. Nice straight posture and drives it home. So after 1 rack, we're tied up at 5-5. Be right back with you with the second break here in just a minute. And Brittany with the break there doesn't get 4 to a rail, so we're going to have a re-rack. Yeah, Brittany looking for a little more power there. Goes to a different stick, carbon fiber. And gets a good break there. But unable to sink a ball.
How'd you get a shirt?
This guy here, Nick, had his company. He made it. And I've seen this.
Michelle puts the one into the corner, no problem there. Unable to see the two. Got to work some kind of a kick shot here. Looks like she's going to go with a straight end rail kick. Coming back, great shot, and the two's going to go in. What a shot there by Michelle on that kick shot. And trouble again with the three. She's going to go off the end rail and kick at that one. And can't get to it. That's going to be ball in hand for Brittany. And may need to get eyes on this one. Depending on where she decides to shoot it from. I'm going to call a timeout here and help her out. And league operator from Southwest Alabama's over there. That's Johnny Odom. Came by to check out the action today, and good to see Johnny here. And she tries to bank that down towards the top left-hand pocket. Can't get it to go anywhere. And Michelle looking at a long cut here, or she might be trying to cut it back or maybe into another ball. We'll see what happens here. And she cuts that back towards the pocket. That was a really tough back cut. And can't get it there, and now Brittany's going to have a good chance here at the three ball. Brittany gets that one down with no problem. Looking at the four ball down the rail. Kicks it out. And collides with the cue ball and leaves Michelle with the makeable four in the top right corner.
I don't either.
And Michelle dispenses with that one. And now looking at the five right there on the rail behind the six. But I believe she can't get behind it, so she's probably going to peel it off or go with a kick shot here. And she peels it out into the 8 and 9, which were in the middle, and ends up with a pretty decent lead there. Tough shot for Brittany. And she may be looking at a cut bank here back to bottom left. Tries it and can't quite get it over there. And the 5 ball rolls out, giving Michelle a chance here for a cut into bottom right. Six ball way down at the other end of the table on the rail, so she's got to get a lot of speed on this to try to get some angle on that 6. Doesn't want to get hung up behind the 8 and the 9. I think she can see it. Scott Smith, welcome to the feed. Michelle misses the 6 completely. That's going to give Brittany ball in hand here and a good chance to get a couple more points. And make the 6 in that corner and then the 7 in the bottom right here. And she got a little bit on the outside of the 7. Got to be careful of the scratch, and goes in and out of the knuckles, so she avoids the scratch. And the shot here for Michelle at almost a perfect natural cut on the 7. Got to be careful to cut this enough and not put it into that left-hand rail. Too much cut into the left-hand rail. We've seen that a lot today. So about 80% of the 7 ball here she needs to hit with the cue ball. And puts it into the left rail with too much cut. But does end up with a leave hiding the 7 ball from Brittany. And Brittany's going to miss the 7 completely. And that's going to hand things over to Michelle for ball in hand here with 4 points on the table. And Michelle needs some points here.
He was a 9 back then, so I know he travels with him. Like when I first started coming up here, he's like, "Oh, go!" And I can't remember the name of it, but it was behind the Magic Shop. He's like, "Go there, I go there and play all the time." I know he used to travel with.
As far as this, it's gonna be on this side.
Yes, he used to travel with them.
And Michelle's gonna miss the 7 ball on the ball in hand. Gets caught up in the knuckles. We've seen that so many times this weekend. And Brittany's gonna make the 7. Does not do herself much good on the lead, but you can see the 8 there. Almost makes that, just barely missed it. Eight ball coming back down towards the bottom right. Cannot go in. And Brittany with a good chance here to get the 8 ball down. Brittany cuts that into the rail, coming back towards the side, and is going to drop in the side pocket. Good break there. And with the non-ball line straight up, she's going to make that. I got the score at 10-9. I might be mistaken. I think I'm missing a ball. I'm going to go check that out and verify, and I'll be right back with you. I was mistaken. The score is 11-9. And Brittany not able to put one down on that break, and Michelle will take over. Michelle taking a long look at this one. Makes contact's got to get a rail. Doesn't look like it's going to make it. That's going to be ball in hand for Brittany. And Brittany's going to go side shot here with the 1. Makes that. And has a look at the 2. Right up against the 9. Not a lot that would go in. Maybe the 4 off the 2. Might head towards that top left corner. She might just give everything a ride here and see where it goes. And she's looking for the bridge. Going to go with the bridge shot here. Maybe try to put some velocity on it. She busts everything up. 2 ball goes right back to the middle, but it's hidden behind the 5. So a good turn of events there for Brittany, with Michelle now in another tough spot, having to figure out a difficult kick. Probably go straight across. Seems like an easy shot, but not as easy as it looks to go straight across, come back, and make contact. And she is able to do it, and has another ball that makes the rail, so that's going to be a good shot. And the 5 and the 9 right there together. Brittany may cut this 2 ball down into the 5-9 there. The 9 ball could go here, and there it goes. And also the 2 when the cue ball comes back around, so that's 3 points for Brittany. And we're going to re-rack at 15-19, and Brittany only needs 4 more points. Brittany with the 2 in the corner on the break. Cannot see the 1 ball. Is going to have to kick out of here. Probably go end rail. She may need a timeout. Like she's going to try to come out of the corner with it. She's got too much angle. Good effort there. Couldn't quite get to the 1 ball though. And Michelle needs to make a move now. She's going to make something happen. Now is the time.
Well, I had because the card I used, I would have better one card to put other cards.
Michelle puts the 1 ball in. And a nice lead there for the 3 into the top right corner. And she gets the 3 to go down as well. And now the 4. It's a long stretch from there on this 9-foot table when that cue ball is in the middle. She's going to stretch around and try to run that 4 ball in up the rail. Good shot there, just kicked it out just a tad bit, and that was enough to make it miss. And now Brittany has her chance to cut it the other way, and a little more room there with the 4 ball off the rail. And Brittany makes a nice shot there. Looking to cut the 5 into the same pocket. Won't go. And now Michelle, a nice look at the 5 into the corner. And Michelle can't get the 5 to go. And the cue ball stays out with the 5 in view for Brittany. And if I have my score right, which I think I do, she only needs 2 more. Brittany gets that one down. And now looking at the 6 ball into top left. And a good shot there. And that's going to be game. We're going to check on the split, update the scores, and we'll be back with you with the next match. All right, everybody, that's going to be it for that match. The A team only had 4 players here, and with the score at 30-10, there's no way they could have won the match if we continued. So it's over. Liquid Nitrogen is moving on. I thank everybody for tuning in for the live stream and for watching on Facebook. If you're watching this later on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And this is Mike Miller. I'm coming to you live from Break Time Pub and Billiards here in Albany, Georgia. You should come check it out. They got a lot of nice 9-foot tables here. Sowega APA. This is the 9-ball championships, and we'll be doing 2 more live feeds today. And I appreciate everybody listening and watching later on YouTube. Everybody have a great day. I'm signing out.